We are live.
We're
I think
live.
we're live. Oh shit. Okay, so here there's a problem. Something just happened in France. Just
Yes,
like
like an hour
goddamn,
ago.
like an hour ago, and it's relevant to what we're covering now.
Hmm.
But I don't know if we should comment on that. Okay, so what actually happened is, let me actually, three people have been beheaded,
No,
right? Killed.
three
One
people
of
have
them
been killed, at least one beheaded.
One beheaded. Is one of them beheaded inside a church?
That was my understanding. It just happened an
Okay.
hour ago, so the
Okay,
details are
this
still
just happened.
emerging.
But like we don't know if any like we can't. Usually I wait to comment on these things, but this is like relevant a bit. I mean, not a bit, a lot to what we're talking about. But I don't usually. I usually wait. I don't want to be the first person that comments on these things because a lot of times the first coverage ends up being wrong. But just letting you know, that's the context that we're working with. And if we get anything wrong and the news is wrong or something like that, I don't know. Just know that at the time of this live stream, this is just coming at us right now. Okay, like this is just breaking news right now. So forgive us if we
Hmm.
don't. Yeah, but it seems like.
There was also
Uh,
reportedly a stabbing outside of the French consulate in Jeddah, I believe.
oh, okay. So French people are under attack by Islam,
Straight up,
apparently.
like
Straight.
straight up.
Yes. So um, I don't know. Let's just cover what we're going to be covering, but we're going to probably be doing a couple of live streams on these recent events in France. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the country that is responsible for, I mean, the people, the culture, the values that is responsible for Enlightenment values. Yeah, this is actually what I want to say, right? The birthplace of Enlightenment values is now under attack by the mother of the
Oh,
worst ideas out there, right? Like you
yeah.
have France versus Islam. The best ideas basically worse versus the worst of ideas. And obviously we're on the side of France.
Hmm.
And we're going to battle, Susanna.
Straight up, and we're not backing down.
Yeah, we're not
We're
backing
not going to
down.
park our principles.
No, we're not gonna park our principles, unlike some people here. Unlike people like Majid Nawaz. Right? Yeah, this is when you double down instead of cowering, Majid Nawaz. Right? This is when people try to intimidate you, you don't take a step back, you take 10 step forward. Um, but yeah, let's read this. Do you want to let me see who's in the live chat? I see Katie is here, Lucas is here, British Pakistani Atheist is here, Soraya is here. Um, yeah, British Pakistani Atheist is saying Majid Nawaz has only a handful of Muslim followers in the UK. The only reformers in the UK who has a substantial Muslim follower is Mufti Abi Laith. Yeah,
I believe.
yeah,
He
Abu Laith.
follows
Yeah,
me on Instagram, actually.
he follows you on Instagram. What the hell? Sarah saying he's being so ridiculous. He's blocking everybody who disagrees with him on Twitter. Yeah. Well, Majid Nawaz has always been very, very sensitive. This is not Sarah. This is nothing new. If you're not like a loyal follower of Majid, then you are his enemy. Okay. If you criticize him, he used to he came after me when time I criticized him. He was like, "Why are you making an enemy out of me, Armin?" I like, what the hell is wrong with you? I just don't agree with you on this point. I was like, he acts like a victim when people don't agree with him. Um, yeah, Marco, I agree. Marco is saying Majid is such a disappointment for me. I mean, he used to be so much better. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
My favorite
Anyways,
quote is still from Secular Jihadist. My favorite Magic quote is still, Armin, you sound like a Wahhabi.
yeah, he told me that, but then he started criticizing Islam in the same episode, and I told him Majid. Like he was like saying, okay, so he said that I sound like a Wahhabi because I was telling him that these verses in the Quran means this, and this is problematic. And then he said I sound like a Wahhabi because I was honest about what the Quran actually means. But then later on, he started talking about some problematic teachings in in Islam, and I basically told him like, Maajid, you sound like a Wahhabi. But just because, like, is that what the criteria is for somebody to sound like a Wahhabi? Is them being honest about what the Quran actually means? Anyways, we should get actually to the topic, right?
Okay.
Um,
So this was a thread he made on the 27th. That was 2 days ago. And this was his stance on the boycott France trend and France's strategy. Um, so I'll read through this thread. I'm concerned because hashtag boycott France is trending globally, led by Turkey and Pakistan. My position on blasphemy is clear, but it is no longer about principles, it's about peacemaking. I advise Macron and France pause now and ask why French Muslims feel so alienated and disenfranchised.
guys, these are the times when you look at all sides and you see people people abandon the army of enlightenment values. Okay, you see people who were anti-Islam activists who end up being actually anti-Muslim activists. You realize that when you are defending Muslims against the stabbings, they abandon you. You see the people that we're saying like this is we're not gonna retreat when people are intimidating us, when it comes to blaspheming, when it comes to not holding back against ideas. You see people promoting retreat. You see that they are also abandoning the army of enlightenment values, right? You see, when people get tribal and everybody's picking a side rather than picking the right ideas, people like become on this side or on that side, and they don't care if these people's free speech or human rights is being violated, or those people's free speech or human rights being violated. Everybody takes their tribe and they all of a sudden abandon the values that they were pretending to protect. These are the times that you recognize how lonely we are. The people that will consistently defend enlightenment values, no matter who it is that we're defending, whose rights we're defending, whether they're Muslims, not atheists, secularists, blasphemers, and we don't give up on our principles, then you know who our true allies are in this fight for enlightenment values. You think this is the time that we give up on these principles, the principles of freedom of expression, when they're right now being abandoned by everybody on all sides? This is the time that you abandon defending them, when these principles need your defense the most? Go fuck yourself, Maajid Nawaz. We need people that are not right now, when everybody is cowering back, where everybody is abandoning us. This is the time that we double down. This is the time that we're going to say, no, you don't get to tell us what to say and what not to say. And if we do cower, if we do, he thinks this is peace. This is not an olive branch. This is a white flag. You're waving a white flag. You're surrendering. If you give them this, you show them that this method works. They're stabbing people and beheading them, and you're like, oh, let's make peace with them? Fuck them.
Seriously.
Fuck them. Fuck these people. Fuck these countries that are intimidating us. They're killing people, and instead of calling out the people that are doing the killing, they're calling out the cartoonists. And you want to make peace with these motherfuckers? They could go fuck themselves. Peacemaking. This is when everybody doubles down. This is when everybody blasphemes. This is when you, imagine that was what I expected from you, was at this time to put on your own blasphemy, your own Muhammad cartoon right now. This is the time that you draw Muhammad, Maajid, and you put it out there.
Mm-hmm. It's unexcusable, and he thinks because he's made his stance clear in the past that he can equivocate now. Well, let's continue with this thread.
Yeah.
So he quote retweets a video from his radio show LBC, which he talks about condemning this act. And in this video, he also makes clear his principled stance on blasphemy, which is in principle he agrees with it. So just stating that for the record, don't want to take him out of context. We're going to do a full stream on the video later.
Yeah.
But for now, we're just going to talk about what's in this thread.
I just want to say that in principle, right now, it's standing for it's not good enough.
Fucking good enough.
No, right now,
civilians being beheaded in their own fucking communities.
Right. Tactically, you need to blaspheme right now. It's not just principle. In principle, I stand for blasphemy. No, tactically, right now, everybody blasphemes. Everybody blasphemes. Fuck Muhammad. Fuck Muhammad.
Fuck Islam.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't read the tweet. So he's saying, sometimes principles need to be parked a bit for peace. This is in danger of getting very out of hand. Understand what I'm saying. We're in a very precarious position. Let's calm it down for now. In case people doubt my principled position, I've done more than most on this. And he includes where he previously did his stance on blasphemy.
Your principles are useless if you don't know when to use them. Moron. Like, this, seriously. Okay, this is when you park your principles. So what good are your principles if when we need them the most, you're going to park them? What the hell? What's the point of having these principles? What message are you sending to the people who are using violence and intimidation tactics? What message are you sending them when you show that you're going to park your principles? What the fuck does that even mean? When you're going to park your principles when they use violence and scare tactics? You know what you're telling them, Maajid? You're telling them, like, hey, good job! Mm-hmm. It works! You win!
You're rewarding them.
You win! You're telling the fucking terrorists that you win! We're not going to defend these principles when you scare us! You're rewarding the terrorists! You're negotiating! You're surrendering to them! Do you think this is going to lower the violence? This is going to increase the violence because they see that it works!
Incentivizing.
This is when you have to show them that if you double down in the face of fear, then their methods backfire. This is why we have a Dry Muhammad Day. Do you think that the war against Christian dominance and violence was won over people that gave up every time the Catholic Church started torturing people? Mm-hmm. Do you think that's how this war was won? This is basically negotiating with. This is basically giving in to terrorists.
We don't.
This is what these. Yeah, this is why they say you don't negotiate with terrorists.
Okay. Think what you like all, but you haven't spent a life on the front lines of this war like I have.
Fuck you, I have. Fuck you, I have. Fuck you, Maajid, I have. But go on.
I'm a vocal defender of the right to blaspheme and risk my safety providing Charlie Hebdo a voice on my LBC show. Yet even I'm advising a tactical retreat. You will not win like this.
Okay, well, I could tell you the same thing, Maajid. I have spent a lifetime fighting for free speech. I have risked my life fighting for free speech. Mm-hmm. If you think that gives you a street cred, then I could tell you that you could go fuck yourselves and you can retreat if you want. I will not. I will double down.
This is why I love you. Okay. And if I haven't already proven where I stand on this, he quotes again, more context. Still, we need to calm things down.
Okay, so these guys want a cookie because they're saying like beheading is bad and blasphemy is okay. Oh, congratulations, we're getting one of the most easiest questions right. Okay, tactically you're retreating. Your principles doesn't matter if you don't use them when it counts.
Hmm.
Oh, you have to bring the next tweet.
Yes. So the next thread that I need you to bring is the one that I sent you that says Maajid expands on his position.
By the way, thank you, Susanna, for preparing all of this.
Yes. Um, Providing you guys with the context and content. So he's saying he quote retweets a video of some people being arrested outside of a mosque in France. And the quote retweet says, French leader Macron continues to close mosques in France. Over 73 mosques and Islamic private schools have been closed in a bid to combat, quote, extremist Islam. Interior Defense Minister Gerald uh, Darmanin said. So then he quote retweeted it and said, French minorities are ignored because the census prohibits collecting data on ethnicity. France doesn't even know it's discriminatory as it refuses to keep data on discrimination. Conveniently, you're just French. Sure, tell that to the minorities in those decrepit, I don't know how to say that French word. I'm assuming that's like a French word for like ghetto or slum or something.
Okay, so what's your take on this? What do you?
Well,
I don't. Yeah, what do
he's
you?
he's
Hmm,
bringing this into the picture of what he's saying, trying to um, talk about alienation
right.
of French Muslims as an impetus for this. And he's wanted to provide this context because he's trying to um, show an image like this video, if you scroll down, of what French Muslims see, what
Hmm.
Muslims see, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with this part.
Yeah.
I agree with this part.
So
So
again,
yeah,
well, I'm providing extra
context.
context in his expanded position because later he was just already accusing like everyone of strawmanning him when they're like, I don't understand what you're saying here.
Right. Okay.
And
So you're
so,
just providing context, but with this I agree. Demonizing Muslims, obviously. Again, when I been at the beginning, I told you that some people are now using this as an excuse to demonize Muslims. This shows that people are. It's not just the pro Islam sides that people that we can see that are abandoning defense of enlightenment values. Our side, the anti-Islam people, when they all of a sudden defend stuff like this, I don't know what this is, but if it is anything when it comes to demonizing Muslims, that side is also abandoning enlightenment values when they don't care for
mhm.
the rights of their citizens. So this, I don't know the full context of this video, but if it's being described accurately, then yeah, I agree with this tweet. Is there anything below this that you want me to
They're
highlight?
holding French flags in this video as they're being evicted from their mosque. It's heartbreaking and very counterproductive. Never forget our humanity, no matter how much we've been provoked.
Right. Actually, David Wren, I know David, is saying if you disapprove of France's minority blind way of keeping statistics, then you must blame the so-called anti-racist, i.e., the regressive left, for promoting that policy, claiming that data about ethnicity would lead to the far right fomenting racism. All right,
Fomenting.
fomenting. What did I say? Fomenting racism. All right. Is there next one that we want to highlight?
Yeah, so the next one is I don't. Okay, I'll bring it up just because again, we're not strawmanning him.
Yeah,
Uh,
so you're just highlighting this because you want to make sure that we're providing a context for what his views are. Like we want to make sure that we don't accuse Majid of being on the side of like not condemning the person who was doing like the violence, right? Like we know that obviously Majid is against the violence, and he is for blasphemy. So we're not saying that. I guess we need to say that because even if it's obvious for us, It might not be obvious for people who are joining our live stream. Just so maybe you're right that we're highlighting this. Okay, so what is this one?
The next one says video of how he supports France in principle. Okay. So, and to remind everyone, because Twitter has a memory span of 10 minutes, I support France in principle, just not Macron's strategy. I hope that's not too blasphemous for the rest of you now,
Oh,
too.
come on, calling it blasphemous. This
Wait, and
is
then scroll down.
Yeah, but I just want to say this is such a bullshit thing. Like
Yeah.
he's trying to you really, really, Majid. You think that people criticizing you on Twitter and not agreeing with your stance, that means they're treating your tweets as blasphemy? Is that what you're saying? Oh, like, do you think like are you kind of suggesting that is like similar somehow to how other people have to deal with blasphemy? Is it Majid? Is it similar to the person that was beheaded for their blasphemy? Is people criticizing you on Twitter and not agreeing with you? Are they treating you like a blasphemer because of that? Go fuck yourself. Like, come on. Cry me a river. Like, look at this. This guy thinks he's a victim now because people are calling him out on
Because
Twitter.
everyone saw that first thread and they were like, what?
Yeah, people were like, "What the fuck, Majid?" And we're like, "Oh, like, I'm the blasphemer now. Poor me, poor Majid. People are criticizing him on Twitter and disagreeing with him. Boo, fucking who, Majid?" Anyways,
So please do not forget where I have stood on this cartoon issue as a matter of principle. See the video. But strategy is not principle. France and Turkey are on opposing sides of a war in Libya and in the Mediterranean. It is no longer about cartoons. We are being played.
you're being played. You're playing into the hands of the terrorists who are using intimidation tactics, and you want to give up on the principles. Yeah, strategy is not principle. What do you mean strategy is not principle? You use strategy to promote you use the best strategy to promote your principles consistently, always. If your principles work, you come up with strategies to promote them. You don't back out of your principles when people are trying to intimidate you. You're the one that is being played. We are being played. Majid, you are being played. You're the one who's being played. They're scaring you. They're using terrorism as a way to make you back down, and you're playing into their hands. You are the one who's being played.
Yeah. Meanwhile, wait, scroll back up. Yeah. Funny. Look at these tweets, and then look at what's happening right on the side under world news. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Majid. Let's park our principles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parker principles.
So
We'll double down our principles. Thank you very much.
okay.
That's our strategy. You're like, oh, your strategy is not principle. Okay, yeah, our strategy is to double down our principles. What about now? What's the next one?
The next one is Maajid, the bots are inciting atheist. Yeah. Did you
Okay,
see that?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Hold on.
So someone, can you scroll down so I can see the quote retweet? Someone replied to Maajid saying, exactly, the principle is worth defending and we should not compromise on this, but also realize this is a wedge issue that actors like Putin and the CCP can exploit through social media to drive French society further apart. So again, bringing in the geopolitics into this. And then back to his
okay.
threat.
Mm-hmm.
So he quote retweeted that said, precisely, bots online are inciting atheist, ex-Muslim, and free speech activists to fall into a trap. Not me. I care about avoiding US-style civil conflict more than defending the French state, not a private magazine, from antagonizing 10% of its population. Think strategically.
Okay, let's analyze this. First of all, this is not about a private magazine, you fucking moron. This is about fighting for certain values. It doesn't matter if it's a private magazine. It doesn't matter if they're far left, far right, average people, Muslims, Christians, atheists. It's about fighting for certain values, no matter where it comes from. Do you really think that? Look, he keeps telling people not to strawman him, but he thinks that all we care about. Oh yeah, that's what we care about, Majid. We're so attached to this private organization that makes magazines. It's not about the values that we're upholding. It's about we all have emotional attachment to Charlie Hebdo, and we want them to succeed financially. We all are invested in that. Do you really? It is, and he look at this. Look how he's strawmanning us And he keeps crying, they're strawmanning me. They're strawmanning me. They don't understand me. My takes are so nuanced and beyond these people. And everybody who disagrees with me just doesn't understand what I'm saying. I care about avoiding a US-style civil conflicts more than defending the French state. Well, how about this, Maajid? Maybe don't give in to the terrorists and encourage them to do more violence. How about that? If you don't want a civil conflict, maybe don't reward the people who are doing the violence. How about that? If you want to avoid a civil conflict, maybe don't show them that the tactics are working. Think strategically. Yeah, think strategically. The people that are doing the stabby, don't go and tell them like, hey, we surrender. Don't do that. How about that? Huh? Like, hey, you guys won. We're gonna shut up. You stabbed us too many times, and we're gonna shut up now. And like, oh, look at this. The stabby work, guys. They're gonna go tell their friend, guys, the stabby works. Let's do more stabby next time somebody says we don't like. Do you think they're gonna stop at that? You fucking moron! Haven't you fight for free speech enough to know that when you give in, that's not gonna be like, oh, let's go home now. Hey, they stopped blaspheming, guys. Let's stop it with the stabby. Let's go home and let's be peaceful now. Hey, let's go home, like guys. Maybe like these radical ways that we have been doing. They stopped. They stopped. So Maajid came out and said like, hey, let's park our principles. Oh, we should stop being radicals now. Or do you think they're going to ask for more? Like, what else can we tell them to shut the fuck up about? Huh? If this worked, like, hey, maybe we want this now. You could give in to that as well? Well, we want more. They always want more when you give in to them. How do you not know this, Maajid? Haven't you spent your lifetime fighting for Enlightenment principles, for freedom of expression? This is like activism 101. How do you not know this? Think strategically. You need to go to activism school. Anyways.
Billy Bong is saying, I mean, Maajid is a Muslim. He probably dislikes drawings of Muhammad. He's actually drawn Muhammad. He posted a stick figure, said it was Muhammad, and now he can never return to Pakistan to visit his family because of it.
Yeah, so he's a person that is able to draw Muhammad. This is the time, Maajid, that you draw Muhammad. So you have shown that that it's not against your principles to draw Muhammad. Okay? Now's the time. To draw Muhammad. Double down. Okay? And by the way, we're gonna draw Muhammad. Actually, this is very good that our third.
Did.
What?
Inside my Quran.
Oh, you did, and you actually your Twitter got removed.
I just did it again.
You did it again?
Yeah,
so by the way, Susanna drew Muhammad in her Quran and she posted it on Twitter. And Twitter took it down. God damn it. Should I show that? Anyways. But our next... But Atheist...
Vest if you want to draw a cartoon of Muhammad. No, you don't have to. This is why we distribute the risk.
Right. Yeah, spread the risk. By the way, it's really fitting that our third the Atheist Republic art project that is coming up is going to be Rama and Muhammad. So this is a great timing for us. You
want to talk about love jihad?
Yes. Love. Ooh, we should call it Love Jihad.
No, I already have so many jokes lined up for the Hindupa. Like, oh my god. So
you do okay.
Next tweet is when we get into Yasmin's response.
Yasmin. Maybe Yasmin will follow me now because here's the thing. I don't understand because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna agree with Yasmin on this. I know her takes on this. Okay, but Yasmin follows me and then I criticize her and then she unfollows me and then I support her and then she follows me again. Last time I criticized her, so she unfollowed me now. Let me see. She unfollowed me now. So now I'm probably going to defend her. Hopefully, if she sees this, now she's going to follow me again.
Well,
so,
you just explained it and outed yourself, so maybe not.
Yeah. She's not going to follow me again.
That wasn't very tactical of you.
That wasn't very tactical of me, yes. But Yasmin, I love you and I love your work. Why do you unfollow me every time I criticize you? I don't understand.
Because you're petty.
Wait, I no, I'm not. I still follow her even after she
No,
unfollowed
I'm
me.
kidding. You're petty about other stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Look, she unfollowed me after I criticized her, and
I
I
don't
didn't.
care. Let's focus on this.
Okay, fine. All right, guys, continue.
Nadim Yasmin is saying, so this is from the original thread that we
You
started.
know that it's going to be an attack when it starts with nothing but love and respect for you. You know it's gonna. You know it's gonna be a smack. Oh, like you're gonna get like, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna destroy you, man. You're like nothing. Be very afraid whenever somebody tells you, I have nothing but love and respect for you. But I'm like, oof, here it comes. All right, let's continue.
I have nothing but love and respect for you, Maajid, but I vehemently disagree. France has retreated repeatedly in the past, and the only thing it has gotten them is more bloodshed. How many more people have to die before it's finally time to push back against bullying and terrorism? This is true. Hundreds of people in France have died as a result of Islamic terrorism in the past decade. Okay,
All
scroll
right,
down.
maybe like this. This is good.
Almost 300 deaths by Muslim extremists in the past decade. How much are they expected to endure?
Okay, so here's the thing: the 300 deaths are bad, but that's not the only thing that is under attack. Okay, this might come as insensitive for me to say, but the values being under attack will lead to more deaths longer term than this 300 deaths, right?
That's
This is
true.
why you don't park your principles, okay? Because it's not just the immediate deaths that count that is going to be a cost. It's France giving up on its principles will have much higher a long-term death count when we have the mother of enlightenment values countries giving up on enlightenment values. If it manages if it manages if these radicals get to intimidate France to give up on its values, globally these values will be in a much weaker position than they have been. Like we have country after country abandoning its enlightenment principles. Okay, we have India, we have Israel, we have United States. Um, and not only we're not making progress in promoting enlightenment values in countries where enlightenment values are not respected. If France gives up on enlightenment values, I mean, France hasn't been that good in some aspects, but if it
Hmm.
gives up even more on enlightenment values, then we're fucking screwed.
Hmm.
Okay? It's the cost is way more than 300 bodies. Way more than 300 bodies. This is what people don't understand. People
The
just see
cost of civilizations.
yes, the people just see the immediate cost, okay? Because it's really easy to like, oh, look at 300 bodies lying, right? But the connecting the dots and seeing the indirect cost, the total number of misery, the body counts and the misery that this is going to cause, people it's hard for people to connect the dots like that, right? So this is why you don't park your principles because it's not just about bodies, immediate body counts. Anyways,
So go back.
yeah, actually, Marco, for example, is telling us Poland just made abortion illegal. Yep, shit is
We're going to
getting
talk
worse
about
and
that on
worse.
the news this week.
Yeah, yeah, but this is like proves my point. Like, I mean, not it makes my case for how enlightenment values are being abandoned. Anyway, so what am I doing? The
No,
ME
no, go
one?
back. No, no, go back.
Go. Yeah.
So, and then scroll down. Just keep scrolling. No, where's Madge's response to her? No,
Oh,
oh,
here,
wait, here we go.
here.
Um, I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything that controversial. In fact, I'm quite weirded out by those refusing to understand my point and choosing to publicly disagree before asking. What? You're on Twitter.
Majid cannot take disagreements. Every time somebody disagrees with him, he has to start with like, "Why are people disagreeing with me? They must be idiots." Anyways, go on.
When, why, and when, why, how, and where to publish cartoons isn't principle. It's strategy. And Macron lacks strategy. That is all.
Okay, okay. Majid, you don't understand then what Yasmin is saying. Yasmin is criticizing your fucking strategy. That's what she's criticizing. She's like, oh, why do you guys not understand? I'm not talking about principle. I'm talking strategy. Well, Majid, maybe it's you who don't fucking understand. This is exactly what Yasmin is criticizing. She's criticizing your strategy, you fucking moron. Maybe think like maybe not everybody who disagrees with you it's because they didn't understand. You're not right about everything, okay? Just maybe people completely understood what you're saying and they still disagree with you. All right.
Scroll down. It continues.
Oh.
Yasmin is saying, we can chat privately if you prefer, but please don't take a public disagreement as anything more than a public discussion.
Oh my God, Yasmin, you have no idea. You have no. Oh, Yasmin has not used to Majid. People doesn't know Majid. Hasn't had experience with publicly disagreeing with Majid. Majid will think you're his enemy. Like you think like, oh my God, you like came after me. You're my enemy now. Like, okay, yeah, I've been publicly disagreeing with Majid. I know how this is like. But anyways, go on.
I think his strategy is on point. I love that the cartoons are being projected onto buildings. That's the
Yes.
best response, a show of strength that is not violent.
Perfect. Yes. Yes, man.
Highly
Yes.
agree. Highly
Yes, man. If
agree.
you're watching this, please follow me back. Say you're. Okay. But did she?
Love,
Oh,
love.
love me. Yes, man. I
No, go
love you
ahead.
so much. All right. Let's continue.
I'm not saying anything you should be going out of your way to disagree with. It's not that controversial.
It's not that controversial. Majid, people disagree with you. Okay, get
Or,
over it.
or like
It's okay.
going
Majid,
out of your way,
Majid,
going out
Majid.
of your way to disagree with.
Majid, it's okay, all right? It's okay. You're gonna be okay, all right? You're a big boy, okay? You're a big boy. It's gonna be okay. Don't get upset, all right? Okay.
Okay. It is dangerous to behave as if strategy is principle. And I'm asking people to think of what their strategy is. You don't
What the
agree.
fuck?
I really don't mind. I stand by my opinion.
You really don't mind? Sure, you do. You really don't mind the person that keeps crying about, oh, why are people disagreeing with me? Ah, bah.
Scroll
Like
down.
really? I
And
really don't mind. Okay, but Majid, you're a fucking moron.
after
Oh,
he just said you shouldn't be going out of your way to disagree with this.
yeah. After, yeah, exactly. Why are you going out of your way to disagree with me? And then she says, I don't mind. Yeah, sure, sure, we believe that, Majid.
Wait,
But
scroll
he
down.
keeps saying, no, wait, before I scroll down, he keeps saying like, I'm talking about strategy. What do you think this is? Look at this tweet. She just like she's talking like I think this is a good strategy. It's non-violent and it's not backing down. We're projecting these cartoons on buildings. What do you think this is, Majid? She's talking about strategy. God, like she said, I think his strategy is one point. Like, and he keeps repeating, like, "Oh, you guys think you guys are confusing strategy with principle." Like, no, that's what they're disagreeing with you on. Anyways,
And then she just replies with the gif that says, we're going to have to agree to disagree, even though I'm right.
yes,
And she is right.
yes, she is right. She's
She's right.
definitely right. And yes,
So then, actually, before we go into I think, so in what I sent you on email, don't do the Emmy one yet. Let's go straight to Sarah Hayter.
ooh, Sarah Hayter.
I want to make sure we have time for Sarah Hayter.
I finally found something Sarah Hayter posted that I disagree with because I was like, why am I agreeing with Sarah Hayter so much? Is it because I have a crush on her or something like that?
Well, yeah.
Because I was like, am I being honest with my views on Sarah Hayter? Because I was like, everything she posts, I agree with. Like, God damn it, I think I'm being biased. Yeah, it's because I have a crush on her. It can be because she's right all the time. But then she said, like, she thinks, like, saying Karen is, like, sexist or something. I was like, what the hell, Sarah?
Oh
Like, I
yeah,
was
the
like,
whole Karen is a
that was
slur.
such a bad take. I was like, finally, something Sarah said that I disagree with. That's good. Anyways, let's continue.
Okay, so again, this is from the original thread. Sarah Hayter quote retweets it and says, "With all due
Ooh, look at this again. With all due respect, that means the SmackDown is coming again. With all due respect, Maajid, like, oh, this is gonna be Sarah tearing you no hole. That's every time, like, oh, I love you and respect you, but. Okay, let's see what this is gonna
I
be
find
like.
it really
Okay.
interesting that everyone feels the need that they have to couch that first, right?
Yeah, because you know what? This is what, guys, stop sucking Majid's balls. It's not gonna stop it, okay? He doesn't deserve it. I mean, people are like, oh, okay, we think, oh, we have to Majid. He's not right, okay? Majid is not on the right on the side of enlightenment values. I mean, he was. That's why I donated to his legal case against Southern Poverty Law, because that was a great win, okay? But again, every like Yasmin and Sarah, they always like, okay, actually I shouldn't say that about Sarah and Yasmin, but other people, they're like, Majid, we love you. We love you, okay? Let's criticize you. Like, no, you don't need to do that, okay? Just tell him that he's a fucking moron. You tell him he's being a moron. That's all you need to do. You don't need to sugarcoat it with like, with all due respect and all that crap, okay? He's being an idiot. Anyways, let's continue.
With all due respect, Maajid, that is not right. It is always about principles. No concession on free speech is worth making. It is the foundational liberty, the one upon which liberal civilization rests. I could not agree more.
Oof. This should be framed, and yeah, this should be framed, and this should be a T-shirt. We should make this a T-shirt. It is always about principles. No concession on free speech is worth making. It is the foundational liberty, the one upon which liberal civilization rests. This is a perfect quote.
And it's true.
Holy shit, this is a perfect quote.
This is why I'm a free speech absolutist.
No
Everything
concession on
else
free speech.
rests upon it.
No concession on free speech is worth making. It is the foundation. Holy shit. Okay, this needs to be a shirt. I'm sorry. I need to turn this into this is going to be our next shirt. I'm going to add, I have a folder of shirt ideas. I have to add this to our shirts. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Hold on. I need to add this to my folder of shirt ideas before it goes away.
Can you scroll down so I can at least read the next tweet?
Wait, I'm gonna miss it though. I want to pay attention. Hold on, 1 second. It's not gonna take long. Okay. Hold on, man. I'm such a fangirl for Sarah Hater.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, can you blame me? All right. All right. Let's go now.
Okay.
Whoa, Strawman! Yeah, everybody. Nobody understands. What? Okay. First of all, let me Oh. Okay. Good.
Okay. Let me just read it. Okay, click show replies.
Like
show
this one?
replies. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. He's
Wait,
just
what?
like,
okay. Oh, hey.
I wish I had the screen. Strawman, please read through my timeline properly. Thanks. And
what the fuck is this? What? That's it?
Yeah.
And is that a kiss?
Yes.
Fuck you.
And then she's
Hold on.
Oh my god.
No, wait, let me see. Before she responds, I want to see how could this be a straw man. So he said we should park our principles, right? Is that where he said this? Yes. And she said it's okay. He said it's not about it's no longer about principles, and she said it is always about principles. And he's like, straw man. How is this straw man? This is exactly what you said. Okay. And you know, when you tell people that they strawman you, okay, you tell them how they strawman you. But because he knows that Sarah, here's Sarah's intellect level, okay? And this is Maajid's intellect level, like all the way down compared to Sarah, okay? Like Sarah intellectually will crush 1,000 Maajids any day, okay? And this is why Maajid knows that there is no way that he could point to the fact to anywhere where Sarah strawmanned him. So instead of saying how you're just like, strawman, hey, you disagree with me? Strawman, you strawman me, how? Just read my tweet. Just read it again, strawman. Just accuse people of strawman instead of responding to them. Look at this. You're like, everybody is looking at what you're saying. The Sarah fucking hater quote tweeted you, and everybody's gonna look at what you're gonna say and you just like, straw man, how? Just read it again. Fuck. Okay, let's go.
I tried. I can't make sense of it.
Okay. Okay, please read through my timeline properly. Thanks. I tried.
I
I
just
can't make sense of it. This is how you do a takedown. This is how you do a takedown. Anyways, let's go now.
no, and I agree. I read this many times, and I'm like, you don't make sense. You repeatedly mentioned that Macron is making bad moves tactically, and I'm happy to hear out why that's the case. I believe that in the case of speech, giving up on the principle is a bad tactic.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so I would say that closing down a mosque for 6 fucking months is
Blanket.
yeah, that's collective punishment. Okay, I don't know if Macron was personally involved in that. Okay, I would say I don't know what else they're doing. I would say, I mean, I think closing down a mosque for a week for investigation purposes, like
Well,
even
not
closing down
even
like
for the duration of the investigation, but
for
a
the
blanket
that makes
ban of 6 months.
yeah, and mass arresting people. I think that's gonna backfire. I don't know if Macron was responsible for that or who. Okay, but yeah. So I do have some criticism for Macron, but overall, I think he gets like a B plus for now. This could change. It could change. I mean, his narrative gets an A plus. His tactics could be better, but the way that he's talking about it, they're not giving up. They're not backing down. They're calling it Islam as it is. Um, that is all of that is A plus. Okay. Some of I just what I worry though is violating people's rights in the name of defending enlightenment values. Again, I worry about betraying enlightenment values in the name of defending enlightenment values,
Yeah,
and that
so
that
on
doesn't
only
work.
six
That
months, it
backfires.
should be closed for good. This is exactly what we stand against.
Yeah, Saljan, only 6 months. It should be closed for good. This is yep, nope. I'm sorry. We defend enlightenment values. People have the freedom of expression. People have the freedom of assembly. People have the freedom to teach whatever bullshit they want to teach. Okay, that's not how you fight these ideas. Again, we are consistently on the side of enlightenment values, and we fight for enlightenment values for Muslims as well. Katie, I agree. Katie saying his speeches are A plus plus. Let's wait to see how he implements his policies. Yeah, I think he's gonna. There's gonna be some. We're gonna have some criticism based on the way that things are going. We're gonna have some. Let me come up with a statement for some. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I do worry for Muslims if Macron doesn't go strong enough. What could happen is too many French people are gonna look at the far right parties as an alternative. It might be in the best interest of the Muslims as well if he goes a bit hard for French people to be like, yes, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Again, I don't know actually. I have to think about this, okay? I don't want them to hold back at all when it comes to going after Islam.
Hmm.
Zero. These garbage ideas should be defeated. I like the strategy of not of reducing segregations, going after the education of Muslims' children, try to get them out of the bubble that the Muslim families are creating. I think that is going to be very, really good long-term investment. Okay, that seems fantastic. Okay, segregation is the main way that these radical ideas fester. Okay, and I think he identified that very accurately, and he's going after that. I do think that if you go and violate your French citizens' rights, not only that's not going to help, that is going to backfire. That's going to give ammunition to all these Muslim apologists, right? What is we got a major super chat? Holy crap! Thank you.
David Solomon, he gave us $15 super chat. He says because so David, I was talking to him. He for his own privacy safety can't buy one of our shirts.
Yeah.
And so this is because he can't buy a shirt. Thank you, David. I always enjoy talking to you. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. This is gonna go to our cartoon, Muhammad cartoon fund that is coming. Guy, our next cartoon that is coming is going to be Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad and Lord Ram making out. These the art that we're making is very expensive, so thank you for any support that you could give us. Okay. Let me actually, just because we highlighted this, let's also highlight the defense here. My aim is not Muslims. It is about what they believe in Islam. You can ban me. Go ahead, Susanna.
Yeah,
What the
exactly.
hell?
You can do all of that and not use dehumanizing language, Saul.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Not all
So
Muslims are terrorists. Don't call them insects. I don't tolerate that.
wait, did he say insects?
Yes.
Where did
He
he
said
say insects?
Saddam earlier. You were saying Saddam controlled these insects for 30 years.
Yo, no, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Maajid says,
saying terrorists to me are insects. Well, not all Muslims are terrorists, so don't call people insects. I don't
yeah,
tolerate that here. I do not tolerate that here. And if it happens again, I'm going to ban you.
yeah. And you're like, I don't care. Well, fuck you. You could go get fucked. Again, guys, I'm telling you, at times like this, everybody on all sides, atheist sides, pro Muslims, pro Islam, far left, far right, ex-Muslims, many people abandon the principles that we are actually defending. This is why you come to Atheist Republic, because no matter what happens, even if the sky is falling, no matter how much fear mongering, if nukes are coming down from the sky, we will be on the right side of enlightenment values. Okay, we're not going to give in to fear. Okay, and we're not going to give in to intimidation. Right? We are, if people come after the civil rights of Muslims, no matter how shitty, no matter how fucked up Muslims' views are, no matter how barbaric Islam is, if people come to take these people's rights away because they're wrong about something, if they want to silence them, if they want to oppress them, if they want to discriminate against them, we're going to be on the front lines of defending Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
We will be there.
Even terrorists.
Even terrorists. We will be defending not average Muslims, not just moderate Muslims, not just mainstream
No,
Muslims.
people who have actually committed crimes against humanity. They still
Yep.
deserve human rights.
Terrorists that have actually
Period.
killed people in the name of Islam, we will fight for their due process, for their day in court. We will fight against people torturing them.
Period.
We will fight for the rights of actual terrorists. That's what you could bank on when you come to Atheist Republic.
Okay, wait.
We're getting our super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Suha. We love you. You're our best mod, Saint Suha. We love you. Okay.
Oh,
Scroll
thank
down.
you.
I think there's a little bit more to this thread.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I have repeatedly tried to distinguish between strategy and principle on my timeline over multiple tweets yesterday and today, and this is exactly why, for preparing this episode, I provided so many of his tweets and replies throughout the day. If it's not clear, I assure you Twitter won't help. It'll probably muddy issues more. Though rest assured, you have entirely strawmanned me. Have a good night.
What the fuck? Like, hey, I put this on Twitter, but if you criticize me on Twitter, then I cannot clarify on Twitter. I'm not gonna tell you why you're wrong. I'm just gonna say that you're wrong, and you have to just trust me that you're wrong and I'm right. Great job, Maajid. Great debate strategy. Like, hey, just be assured. How did we strawman you? Nope. This is Twitter. Even though I posted everything here, I'm not gonna clarify. I'm just gonna tell you that you strawman me, and you should just trust me. Have a good. Look at this. How condescending this is. Have a good night. You know when people say "Have a good night," "Have a good day," and then the prayer.
Dismissing her. Dismissing her.
Such a dismissal bullshit attitude, Maajid. Maajid, go fuck yourself, and have a good night. Fucking hell.
Scroll down. Sarah saying, "I'm sorry if I strawmanned you. As I said, I can't make sense of your position at all."
Yeah, that's perfect.
You're right that Twitter is a bad medium. I'd love to hear your argument spelled out properly in a different format. I think many others would too. I hope you will make it.
Fucking hell. Yeah, make a video about this, Maajid. If he doesn't make a video about this, then
scroll down a little bit. just
Oh,
because.
look at this. Look at this. He says good night. I'm not gonna talk to you, but he can't help it. When people call him out, it's just like, ugh, he goes and like he hates it. But go on.
Thanks. Again, please read the tweets on my timeline before responding to what I'm not saying. I spelled it out over multiple tweets, citing some people calling for a Muslim genocide in Europe over this. Do read it all if you're interested in my view and not a Twitter spat.
Okay, what are you talking?
She's not being aggressive. She's being so respectful, even though you're continually
Look at
diminishing,
this.
dismissing her.
Yeah, first of all, if it's not clear, I assure you Twitter won't help. Okay, so if it's not clear, I assure you Twitter won't help. And then he says, where is this? Where is it?
Wait, I need to tell someone to
Here.
go fuck themselves.
Hold on 1 second. And then it says, I spelled it out over multiple tweets. Go read it. Like they're asking you to, if Twitter doesn't help, they say they're asking you to clarify somewhere else, and then you're referring back to your tweets. So what the fuck, Maajid? Does Twitter help or doesn't help? But anyways, who do you need to go tell them?
Well, first, I do want to say that he did quote retweet a tweet where someone was calling for a Muslim genocide of Europe over this, and that
Yeah.
is deleted. And of course, we unequivocally stand against it. Which brings me to
Great job, Maajid. You're anti-genocide. Good job. Here's the
brings me
cookie.
to why I need to cuss Rahul out. Rahul is saying at Atheist Republic, Armin is pussyfooting here. This is why more people will continue to die. More and more people will finally understand that China and Myanmar is how you get rid of coronavirus. Go fuck yourself,
This
you
idiot.
genocidal sicko. Okay?
Yeah. Wow, Rahul, you're so on the right side. You're pro-genocide. But go on.
Yeah, great job. Let's collectively punish people. Let's genocide populations. Are you disgusting piece of shit?
Yeah, Rahul.
Hell no. This
This
is
idiot.
not how you defeat Islam. You defeat Islam by befriending Muslims. This is an ideological war. This is This is not going to be won by taking out populations of people, okay? It's not going to happen.
It's so funny.
We defeat this by better ideas that bring more people success and joy in their life. And there are a shit ton of ideas that do that a lot better than fucking Islam, okay? Genocide is not one of those fucking ideas.
It's so bizarre to me that people think that they're on the right side of history and they're taking a great moral stance by promoting genocide. Like, dude, you are the scum of the earth. Like, you are on the wrong side of anything that could be considered moral.
How are you going to stand in favor of the closest thing to the Holocaust that we've seen in the 21st century? The most technologically sophisticated genocidal program and regime that we have seen since the Holocaust.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, history is not gonna look kindly on your ideology, Rahul. You're the scum of the earth, and your ideology deserves to die. Your views and your kind of people are not gonna be remembered fondly. You're on the wrong side of history, Rahul, and you could go fuck yourself.
And then Hindu historian is saying, "Shut the fuck up and don't say things like that with a Hindu symbol in your name."
Right. See, guys, yeah.
Hindu historian is actually like a believing Hindu, and we appreciate you for always being here.
Yes.
I love chatting with you too.
Yes.
So, Marco sent us a super chat.
Yeah. What did you say?
Purchase of makeup, Armin. Susanna was better looking even before she started using this. This will bring you closer to her beauty level. Well, thank you, Marco. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm not gonna use that money for makeup. I'm gonna use it for Muhammad cartoon, which is coming up, guys. Our Muhammad, thank you, Marco. That $5 is gonna go towards our blasphemous art, guys. Our Muhammad drawing, it's going to put all other blasphemers to shame. All other blasphemers are gonna be like, why do we even blaspheme? Let's just all just quit. Atheist Republic is blaspheming on all our behalf. Just let Atheist Republic pick up blasphemy, okay? That's what everyone's gonna think, okay? They have to have our Muhammad cartoon in France. They have to put that all over their buildings, okay? Atheist Republic does blasphemy right, okay? Has blasphemy ever been this sexy before Atheist Republic? I ask you, okay? So that Marco, that's what we're gonna use the money for, and he says sure. Great, thank you, Marco. Anyways, what am I gonna highlight next?
So then there was one more link in the email from
Oh,
Emmy Jewel.
oh, Emmy Jew. Wait, I think I know who
It's
this
the
is.
second from the bottom.
Oh yeah, I know Emmy Jew. I met her in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is again in response to the original thread. She's saying, park your principles. No, don't appease the enemy. Exactly. In the
Mm.
words of the great Christopher Hitchens, and then can you blow up this picture so I can read it? This is very urgent business, ladies and gentlemen. I beseech you, resist it while you still can, and before you have the right to complain is taken away from you, which will be the next thing. You will be told that you can't complain because you're Islamophobic. The term is already being introduced into the culture as if it's an accusation of race hatred, for example, or bigotry, whereas it's only the objection to the preachings of an very extreme and absolutist religion. Watch out for these symptoms. They are not the symptoms of surrender. Very often, I don't know this word actually.
Hold on, I get it.
I
It's Hitchens, okay?
know.
Hitchen has a vocabulary nobody can compete. Um, hold on. There we go. What is this? Is this it? What the fuck?
No.
No, that's not it. I can't even spell it.
You
No, I did right.
you mills. What the wait?
Ecumenical.
Ecumenical. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Ecumenically, um, meaning general.
Why don't say general then?
Oh my
God damn it!
goodness.
This is
Why?
why. This is why. This is why. God is not great was not an easy read, okay? Because instead of saying generally
Or
Hitchens
universal.
or universal, where did that go?
Ecumenical.
Then Hitchens uses the yeah. This is why from all the Horsemen book, I had I mean I know a lot of people love Hitchens' writing, but honestly, like you don't have to say this. Yeah, you can say generally. Anyways, but go on.
Oh wait, really quick.
Oh,
Armin sent us £5 British. Thank you. We appreciate it.
with no comments, but okay. Thank
Um,
you.
so let me start again now that I learned a word. Watch out for these symptoms. They are not symptoms of surrender, very often ecumenically offered to you by men of God in other robes, Christian, Jewish, and smarmy. Ecumenical.
What is Hitch? What are you doing to me? Okay.
These are the ones who will hold open the gates for the barbarians. The
Yes.
barbarians will never take the city if someone holds the gate open for them, and it's your own preachers who will do it for you, and your own multicultural authorities who will do it for you.
Wait.
Resist it while you can.
Wait. I think I remember this video actually. This was 2009. Here. We can let this. There we go. Let me know if you can hear this, okay?
This is very urgent business, ladies and gentlemen, I beseech you. Resist it while you still can, and before the right to complain is taken away from you, which will be the next thing. You will be told you can't complain because you're Islamophobic. The term is already being introduced into the culture as if it was an accusation of race hatred, for example, or bigotry, whereas it's only the objection to the preachings of a very extreme and absolutist religion. Watch out for these symptoms. They are just symptoms of surrender, very often ecumenically offered to you by men of God in other robes, Christian and Jewish and smarmy ecumenical. These are the ones who will hold open the gates for the barbarians. The barbarians never take a city till someone holds the gates open for them. And it's your own preachers who will do it for you, and your own multicultural authorities who will do it for you. Resist it while you can.
Oof. Oof. Where are you? We need you. We are getting people like Maajid Hitches. We need you instead. We don't. We need Mitch right now. This is when you need Hitch the most. This is the time that you need Hitch the most. God damn it. Yeah. Not that I don't have my disagreements. Obviously, I do. Okay. Is there another thing that we need to bring up? Oh,
That was
there's
it.
it. That was it. Okay. Let's focus a little bit on the chat before we end this.
Oh, I'm echoing.
Oh, not anymore. Fixed it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Any last words in the live chat before we go, guys? We're gonna do live streams on the recent events in France. Whoa, we have a new member. Thank you so
Welcome
much.
to Peyton's Minions. You
Yeah.
should try out our emotes. They're exclusive for members,
Yes.
including
Yeah.
Armin yelling.
Yes. Yes.
I think we need a Susanna yelling one. And then Doorknob Head gave us a super chat for ecumenical
For
use by for ecumenical use by Atheist Republic, for universal use by Atheist Republic.
yeah. Thank you, guys. Marcus saying Christopher Hitch is in heaven and has a lot of whiskey, cigarettes, and hookers. Yes. All right. We're gonna go Guru Armin. Yes. Jai Shri. I know you're joking.
It is
but
Muhammad's
Shri.
birthday today.
Yes. Happy birthday, Muhammad.
Oh wait, should I
allegedly-
show the drawing that I just did in my Quran?
Yes, please do that. Guys, we should do a Jai Shri Armin. Can we get an emote for that? Can we get an emote of me being like Ram and doing the arrow, like?
I don't know if
shooting
that
an
would
arrow?
translate very well in a little emote, but
Okay.
okay.
Oh, look at this. While you do that, let me read this. Oh, look at this. Look, that's Muhammad. Why is he so upset? It's his birthday. Muhammad, it's your birthday. Why are you so sad?
He's
Why
an
you made him so...
angry man.
It's his birthday. He shouldn't be this angry. Luke is saying, wow, guys, fucking awesome stream. Seriously, you guys shown during this never stop. Aw, thank you so much, Luke. Thank you. We do need that encouragement, though.
Yeah.
So thank you.
People don't
1080.
like us.
Yeah, people don't like us. Thank you so much. Yeah, Fatima is noticing that we're doing 1080p, guys, because of the Patreon money. We get to upgrade our plan with StreamYard. Okay, so you guys, and now that we're doing 1080p, YouTube notices that we're doing 1080p, and it recommends our video to. So this is where your money is going. Okay, every time, all the money that you're giving us is going towards growing faster because now we can afford shit. We managed to get a higher plan for StreamYards, and doing 1080p helps us grow, okay? So thank you for that. Sua saying, since it's Muhammad's birthday today, I want to say fuck you. Fuck you, Muhammad. Good, I like that.
I want
I
to
like
give a
that.
special fuck you, Muhammad, to every bit of pain and sorrow he's ever caused to every single person that I love, and a lot of people that I've never met.
Yeah, if he was real. I mean, we should do streams on whether Muhammad was real or not.
Well, you're still there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do it. By the way, we're gonna do a live stream on Muslim countries' reactions to this whole France thing: Turkey, Iran, Bangladesh, Malaysia.
We'll be
we saw
talking about Kuwait and Bangladesh on the news segment this week.
This is like battleground. This is ground zero. Okay, we have the symbol of the best ideas in the world, which is France, versus the symbol for currently the worst idea in the world, which is Islam. Do we have the worst ideas on the fucking planet going against the best ideas on the fucking planet? All happening in France, okay? And we need to be on the right side of this, okay? We need to be protecting Enlightenment values, and we need to take down enemies of Enlightenment values on our side, on all sides. our sides, their sides, Muslim, atheist, ex-Muslim, anybody who is not standing on us, we're going to call them out, okay? And you bring people here. Bring people to our channel because nobody else is getting it this consistently like us, okay? Nobody else. Everybody else is being tribal, okay? We call out ourselves. I will call out Susanna. Susanna will call out me. Like, we don't have any loyalty to anybody. We only fight for enlightenment values. You think I give a shit if somebody's an ex-Muslim? Right? If you're like, oh, I'm an ex-Muslim, they're an ex-Muslim, I'm gonna, ex-Muslim defend. No, fuck that. You think I care if somebody's an atheist or a Muslim? No. If you are standing with me, I don't care. If you could be a Muslim, and if you fight for secularism right now, you're in my army. You could be an atheist, and if you're like right now promoting discrimination or anything else like that, you're not in my army. Okay?
Kowtowing to these fucking terrorists.
Yes, exactly. People who are surrendering, all right? If I find a Muslim right now that goes like, no, don't back down, blaspheme, I don't care that you're an idiot and believe in some, magical things right now, you're on my army, okay? You're on the side of freedom of expression and you're not backing down. You could be a Muslim that is in my army and you could be an atheist that I stand against, okay? Anyways, and guys, subscribe right now, okay? There's nowhere else. I'm telling you, I looked far and wide. I've been all over the internet. There's nowhere else that is this consistent. Reward us. Don't just subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe too, okay?
Does anyone make blasphemy look this good? Who makes enlightenment values look this sexy? No one. No one makes enlightenment look this sexy.
It's a crime. It's a crime that we have this many subscribers. We should have like millions of subscribers, okay? The enlightenment values matter, and we're defending